Hey folks, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Mia Danielle, and I chat all about holistic and clutter-free spaces. I've been really busy the past couple of weeks. We had a big promotion and a big live event, and so I was showing up visibly a lot more than usual. I've talked about this before, about how I'm a major introvert, and so every time I do these big live events, I always find myself really needing to replenish afterwards. And so that's what I'm going to do for this week's video. I'm going to be going through and cleaning things up, replenishing my space. There are a lot of things when I get really busy that sometimes get pushed back, things like keeping on top of the cleaning or personal hygiene sometimes, not to say that I don't do self-care. It's just that I do a different type of self-care. Whenever I'm really putting myself out there a lot and being more visible and being busier and just working more, I find that I need to just pull back and rest more and recharge and, take my mind off of things, play some video games or read a book or just, do something to pull myself out of my own head for a bit. So I did a lot of that, but then there are these other things, of course, that fell to the back burner. And so today I'm going to be going through, I'm going to be doing a little bit of deep cleaning and also organizing. So this video is really all about amping up the replenishing ability of your space, right? I'm doing this with my space right now through organization, through cleaning, through bringing in some healthier foods, and just doing things in general that help to bring me joy and relaxation and help my cup to fill full. So I hope that you enjoy and that you get some ideas for your own space. I did feel like it was time for a full-on sheets wash, duvet cover wash, and I've been having a little bit of neck pain here lately, and so I recently got a couple of more pillows. So I'm gonna actually pick out a few pillows to go ahead and get rid of now that I have a couple of replacements. So one thing that I mentioned in a couple of different videos that I'm really trying to work on is being more eco-friendly, eco-conscious, looking to replace some of the big plastics. And so I was given these True Earth laundry strips that I'm gonna try out. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna work. So these kind of replace the big bulky plastic laundry detergent canisters. So they sent me some fresh linen, which is what I'm about to try right now for mine and Matt's loads. And then we got fragrance free, and we've got some baby strips, which are supposed to be for ultra sensitive. And I'm thinking I'm gonna try that on Charlie's toys because it's been a while since I've washed her toys. In fact, some of them I don't think have ever been washed. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna work out, because if this works out well, that could be replacing quite a bit of my plastic usage when it comes to laundry detergents. They look like this, and then I think you're just supposed to use one strip per load, and if it's a small load then you use half a strip. If it's a super dirty load, you use 2 strips. So I'm gonna try one of these strips. As you can see, Charlie likes to look out this window, so I'm gonna have to get some glass cleaner and clean this up because it's got nose prints all over it. So the laundry smelled really good. We'll have to see afterwards how clean it feels and if I notice any difference when I'm wearing the clothes, but I do like the fresh linen scent. I found that the food was another thing that kind of got pushed to the back. We did a lot of grab and go. And so this week I'm really craving a lot of fresh fruits and some whole grains. I went to New Seasons and I stocked up on some really good stuff. We've had this rug since Charlie was a puppy. She's the one who did the damage to the threads. So I finally went and got some replacement mats for the kitchen and one to go underneath Charlie's water and food bowl. And I went ahead and cleaned out her water bowl and her food bowl to give her a little bit of a fresh start to the week too. This water bowl, by the way, I've mentioned before, and this thing is awesome. It really keeps her from drooling and dribbling water all over the place. Very good investment. But now we have new matching rugs. I've been working on growing some sproutlings, some bonsai trees that were gifted to Gracie, and I'm helping her to grow some new ones. We've got some triangularis plants that are really cool that I'll show you here in a second. And so these little guys I'm just trying to get to sprout. Some of these other plants that I have up here on the windowsill are still in their paper bags from when we got them at the grocery store, so I have some fresh pots to repot them. Now, this triangularis plant is really cool because they close down and make closed triangles at nighttime, and then during the day, they open up and they make open triangles that are kind of like clover. So I like it when they close at night and open up during the day. I just think it's really cool. Now, one thing that brings me so much joy is watching Charlie react to getting a new toy. It just makes me incredibly happy. It makes the whole family incredibly happy. So this definitely makes me feel replenished and just joyful.
You got a new toy? Yeah? You got a new toy? Oh my goodness.
So this is the Triangularis plant when it's open during the daytime. So last night we closed it down after Charlie's toy. This morning I'm feeling a little bit stiff, so I'm working on doing a little bit of yoga to help replenish my body and loosen up my muscles so that I can feel really good today. I know that it gives me more energy when I start my day off that way. Right now I have way more products than I usually have. I've been gifted a lot of samples and I'm actually using all of them on a rotation. Instead of lathering everything on my face every night, I am alternating them every couple of days. So eventually all of these little miniature bottles will be depleted and I'll be back down to my basics. I did have some that I went ahead and discarded and got rid of because I just wasn't using them. This little guy was gifted to me by Ultenic. It's a RoboVac and mop in one, which I found really intriguing, and so far it has not disappointed. I've used it every day since I've gotten it. It's really cool because it works on an app on your phone. It also has a remote control, but it also works with Alexa. I'm going to share more about it in a different video after I've had more time to use it and experiment with it, but so far it has been really great. I'm going to close this out by making a blueberry, acai, and vanilla yogurt smoothie, which ended up tasting delicious, by the way. This is something that I really like to do to feel refreshed and energized. It makes me feel really good. Thanks for joining me on this video to replenish my space and seeing how I go about making myself feel better, feel full, feel replenished. I hope that you've gained some ideas to maybe use inside of your own space or to do yourself, and I will catch you here next week. You have a great week.